Now you may or may not have heard of the Thoth Tarot deck. It is a little different to the Rider-Waite-Smith, which was of course created by Arthur Edward Waite. This one was created by famed occultist Aleister Crowley. Whether or not you have an opinion on Aleister Crowley and his practices, he wasn't a particularly nice person in history, but he contributed a lot to the occult history and occult knowledge that we have out there today. In terms of the cardstock, like already I'm loving it. It's a very typical card deck, like a playing deck of cards, which is going to be really nice to shuffle. Firstly, there's quite a few differences here. The first thing is we have cups is one of the suits, so they're called cups. Discs instead of coins or pentacles. Wands is normal, swords is normal, so that's fine. But then when we get to the court cards, they are not your standard page, knight, queen, king. They are instead princess, prince, queen, and knight, which will take some getting used to. When it comes to the major arcana, there are a few differences here. So firstly, we can see the magician is called the magus. The high priestess is just the priestess. The strength card has changed numbers and it is called lust. The justice card is now number 8 and this is called adjustment instead. The wheel of fortune is simply fortune. Now temperance is now called art. Judgment is the eon or the aeon. And the world card is called the universe. Some things I really like about this is each of the cards obviously has some symbols at the bottom, and these are both planetary and I believe Hebrew, but the astrological glyphs and symbols, planetary symbols, are really helpful. So they're going to tell us a little bit about each of the cards. Particularly in cards like the moon, we can really see the Egyptian influence in these cards. So that's really intriguing seeing those. It's very different to the Rider-Waite-Smith, which I feel is more the Italian influence of the cards. It is intriguing that the court cards, to me, feel more like major arcana cards in the way that they are drawn and depicted. On a first glance at these cards, the artwork does feel quite intense. This is not wishy-washy. This is not rose-tinted glasses. You can feel the occult vibes. You can feel the darker side to the deck of cards, I have to say it. Like, yeah, they're colourful, but there's something about the actual art style. Do you feel the same? Let me know in the comments. I'm intrigued. The other thing to notice is the cards in the minor are not named like 3 of discs, right? It just says works and worry and success. So it could be a little confusing if you've only known the Rider-Waite-Smith to come in and be like, ooh, what card is this? So that's something to be wary of as well. The good thing is it gives you a little jump off point. What does this mean? It means power, that sort of thing. So all in all, I'm actually really excited to jump into this deck and give it a go and see what it's like. Stay tuned for when I do a review video and let you know how it all feels and whether or not I like it.